So there's sort of three types of accountability, and most of us recognise that at some level we need some accountability to get us motivated. Yeah. So there's sort of, the first one's the one we typically use, which is self-accountability, which is where we've got to have this internal battle with ourselves to get our stuff done. And it can be really hard. So a lot of people hire a coach because they need someone else to sort of come and keep them accountable. But I also think that just feels like your teacher at school trying to get you to do your homework, and it's kind of a bit icky and a bit awkward. So I reckon that one of the most powerful things is peer accountability. And that's where you form into a group and you all set goals and keep each other accountable. I reckon it's the future of learning. And I think you can harness it in your teams and in your organizations to do amazing things. So I'm going to talk to you about how it works so you can use it for yourself. There's sort of two assumptions you can work on with how life plays out. Many of the Harvard Business School textbooks talk about life like a train, or I use the example of a set of train tracks. A train track analogy basically says that we start here and we end at the next station, and it's pretty much like a linear straight line journey in between, right? You know, there's not many things that throw us off track, and there's not many things that go wrong. Is that true for you? Yes. Or no? No, I hope. For most people, or I suspect no, life doesn't work that way, all right? Life is a up and down journey. And to get to here, all of us have got to, at times, struggle with the downs and try and leverage the ups to get to our endpoint. And so I was going to talk about peer accountability. What's that got to do with that? Which is trying to keep yourself accountable when you're at these low points, and trying to stop yourself from getting too self-absorbed when you're at the top points is really hard. And the same with using a coach. Now, a coach is very important, but you need to have other people around you so that they can support you to get back on track when you're here, and they can help you use this so that that line keeps going up rather than continuing to go down. So how does it work? Basically what you do is, at here you set a scorecard, all right, with 3 or 4 other people in the organization, and you make commitments to yourself, okay, about the X, Y, Z, A, B, C, whatever it is, the 4 or 5 things that you want to achieve in the 12 months ahead. And then what you do is you aim to meet on a regular rhythm and ask yourselves 2 questions. What wins have you had, and what do you need to get to your end goals? You can have a coach involved, but you don't necessarily need to. All you need is a system. And one of the great things about it is when you're trying to keep yourself accountable, it's hard. And when the coach is doing it, it creates tension with them. But when it's with your peers and when it's with a group of 3 or 4 people you trust, it's just a great learning environment to find solutions to help you achieve what you want. So what does this mean for you? You could do a few things with this. First one is, if you wanted to get 3 or 4 people that are similar to you and you wanted to put them into a framework like this, you could do that amazingly successfully. The second is, if you want to talk about how this framework works and how I put this in place for groups of leaders in organizations, you'll find a contact link down below, and send me a message and I can talk you through in detail about how this works. Talk to you soon on The Reason and the Road.
Sorry, your stomach just gurgled and I could hear it.
Awesome.